Hey, I'm Priceless. I'm the first lady of Team Fault Line Records, and I'm also Dogtown affiliated. I'd like to give a shout out to Candy Struthers for making me the faces of rap mothers of Florida.
And of course, there's adult items around and stuff. So even though it didn't have so much nothing to do with the items around me, it's just the whole environment that inspired this little flow. So here it goes. It's called "Get the Money." So it's a little X-rated, but I'm gonna spit it
Put
because I
my
think it's
shades
one of my
on
best.
this
And for
one.
being writing something like this at 18, I think it's pretty good. All right, so here it goes.
There you go.
Yo. I got to get the cash, yo. I got to get the money. You wanna taste this pussy cause it's dripping sticky like honey. If I fuck you hard enough, I'll leave you like a crash dummy. If you could see your face when you come, you be looking hella funny. Shooting units so whack, it'll make you wanna stop. But if you even think about it, I introduce you to my Glock. Pop, fool, going straight to your dome. I thought you was a man when you was taking me home, but you a bitch. I chavala with a little ass dick. The fucking blunt that I smoke are bigger than that shit. But that's just me. That's the way I get down. It's that sexy candy rain, mommy, straight up P-Town. I'm the neighborhood queen, if you know what I mean. I be making niggas fiend for the taste of my cream. Making them bust in they pants, watch they dick, triple beam. Niggas coming way too fast. I recommend the cock ring. Hold your shit down like you got the trigger unlocked. Then release for full force and let the cock drip drop. Ooh, straight in my mouth. You watch my tongue slip as I lick all the pearls. Slitty, you tick straight up brown loca. You know my flows are sick. You want me? Your girl wants me, and so
You
is
hear
your
that?
click. I'll take one. I'll take two, maybe even three. It's never too much for me. I love a high quantity. Someone and watch me make him fall for the bomb and looking tight pussy that they ever saw. Now that I let you know what my title is in this game, tell me if you know what bitch is better than the Texas Candy Rain. Ain't no other hyena that can compete or compare with this little brown. Got it, something's every about to stare. When I walk up in the scene, I catch all the attention. And the next day when people read, I'm the first one that's mentioned in the news, the newspapers, inquiries, and magazines. Shots of people getting so happy over me, it makes them scream.
Wow. Wow, girl. Are you ready to go in the cipher now?
Too, and I liked it, and you're definitely a big inspiration to me because I'm like, well, she's she's doing this and she's doing that and she's doing different things, and you're trying to get yourself out there as well, and I know you're in New York, the Big Apple, so I know that people will see what you're doing big time. Is like, wow, there's like so many people out there. It's like you don't ever know where your shows are going to end up at, or anything that you do, as far as what you got going on. So, but it's definitely a pleasure, to be interviewed by you and stuff. And well, quiero agradecer a KShoy Entertainment por teniéndome en este show. Y yo, how do I say this? Yo les animo que siguen mirando este show. Es una buena película y ella hace buen trabajo. Y si usted hace música también, yo les doy mucho apoyo que siguen haciendo lo que están haciendo para que, sean algo grande. So I just said that, if you're watching the show, I motivate you to keep on watching it. And if you are an artist or you're making music or anything where you're beginning or trying to start a career, that you keep on going and don't let nothing stop you and just keep trying to be the best that you can be. So finally here. And well, I'm ready to get the show on the road.
All right. So let's just get into this real quick.
Hey, I'm Priceless. I'm the first lady of Team Fault Line Records, and I'm also Dogtown affiliated. I'd like to give a shout out to Candy Struthers for making me the faces of rap mothers of Florida.
But yes, girl. So, like I said, welcome to my platform, KShoy Entertainment. I'm glad to have you. And I'm doing things a little different right now. This is the first time I'm kind of trying to use this, this new feature here. It's a lot of changes and everything like that. So um, just bear with me as I'll be going through these changes together. I'm very happy to have you on the show. Um, Shout out to
I'm happy
Mariah.
to be here.
Before I even begin, big up to Mariah, MJO Network, um, everyone that's supporting Faces of Rap Mothers and stuff like that. I met you through Faces of Rap Mothers, pretty much through Candy. If you want to elaborate on that a
Yes.
little bit, Faces of Rap Mothers. I know that you're an artist that's working with her brand. You're part of the reality series and stuff like that. So, do you want to explain to everybody what's going on with Faces of Rap Mothers?
Yes. I met Candy through Dove Mac, OG Dove Mac. Was my manager on Team Faultline Records. He introduced me to Candy, and we began working together. And she recently published me in her book, so I believe it'll be book number 4, and it should be dropping just a little bit after Valentine's Day. And she's currently working on the magazine, which I will be featured in as well. And also, clips of me will be featured, dropped in her show. So right now, that's pretty much what we got going on as far as the Faces of Rap Mothers goes. So, but she's an awesome woman, and she's definitely a go getter, and she's trying to get everyone out there, and she's definitely been a big help to me and a big asset. So she's big ups to her. Go Candy Struthers.
Yes. Shout out to you, Candy. What's going on, Faces of Rap Mothers, everybody? And so, how long have you been a part of that brand, Faces of Rap Mothers?
Probably about maybe 5 months now, 6 months. Yeah, about 5 or 6 months.
Wow. So,
So
okay, then I know that Faces of Rap Mothers, they're based in LA, right? Out in Cali.
right,
So, and where are you located?
I'm located in Florida. So
Okay.
hopefully one day I can get out there to actually film some live clips, for the show, and get in there live, meet some of the Faces of Rap Mothers in person. And
Connection to OG Dub Mac. Who is that?
he's my manager. I'm the first lady of Team Faultline Records. So that's how I met her.
Okay. So you say you the first lady of Team Faultline?
Yes.
Team Faultline. Tell me a little bit about Team Faultline Records and what's going on with that.
Well, let's see. I signed on with Team Faultline in June of 2020 with OG Dub Mac. He actually reached out. Actually, one of his affiliates was reached out to me, and I don't know how they heard my music or where they heard it at, but he said, "Hey, I like your music. I gotta show it to someone. They're gonna like it. I'll get right back to you." And I was like, "Okay." And next thing you know, I got somebody messaging me, asking me for my phone number, and they want to talk to me. And I said, "Well, who?" I'm ready to curse them out because I don't know who they are. Just jumping on asking for my phone number, and I thought it was a little odd. So I was like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Well, who are you?" And once they started, elaborating on who they were and why they were trying to contact me, and I found out who OG Dub Mac was, I was like, "Oh, okay." So I passed on my number, and we spoke. We spoke on a 3-way call for 2 or 3 days, and off and on, and just I guess they were just trying to get to know me and what type of music I did. I sent them my music. They heard it. They wanted to hear some more. I did, and they wanted to sign me. So
Wow.
they gave me 72 hours to decide, and within those 72 hours, I signed on with them. I became a part of Team Faultline Records, and I guess I was the first one on there, maybe in a long time. I'm not really sure what the label had going on before me, but we were just trying to get the label off the ground and trying to recruit more artists and stuff. So we had a couple of things going on and stuff, and a couple of shows that went on that I couldn't make because they were out of town. So we just continue to keep trying to make music, and see where we get it, see how far we go
Wow.
with that. But I was definitely expanding, with his music on there, and I'm still trying to get other things going on out here on my end. It's a little difficult when you're trying to work together in two different states, but we're trying to make something happen. So, yep, that's pretty much how that went down.
Wow. That's a lot right there. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I mean, as far as you being, so would you consider yourself to be you're an independent artist? I'm thinking you're an independent artist, but I don't want to confirm nothing. I don't know.
It's like
You're
yes and no. I
independent.
mean, he's yeah, he's not forcing us to like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. He's kind of, we're a part of something and we're trying to help each other, and get the label off the ground, but we're also, like you did say, independent and doing things on our own and venturing on our own, to do what we can because we can't do for the label if we can't even do for ourselves. So we still have to venture out and try to find it, what it is that we can do or to what we can bring to the table basically, as far as the label goes and all that other stuff. So it's sometimes you go out on your own and you come back and like, hey, I figured this out, or I found this, just anything, any kind of sources or sponsors or anything that could help, get not just you but your team off the ground and get some more exposure and recognition.
Mhm. Wow.
So
All right. So,
yeah, that's
what kind of artist would you label yourself to be? What kind of artist are you?
Chicana. I make most of my music I make in English. I have in the past made music in both languages. It seemed like it wasn't getting me anywhere at the time, and probably because I didn't speak as much Spanish as I do now. It sounds kind of funny at my age, but I did learn very late. Um, I haven't attempted now in this time to make music in those, in both languages or even in just Spanish. I haven't gotten that far yet because I just got way too much that I want to do and I'm trying to do, and it's just like, I'm so anxious to do it and do it all at once, but I know that I can't do that. So, but eventually I will, and because I do hope to gain more of the Spanish community.
Hmm.
I do have some, but I can't say that I have as many Hispanic fans as I do, either any other race, or whatever. So, but they like it. Everybody likes, what I've written for, and I'm pleased with that. So, I feel like I could be on the right path.
Wow, that sounds great. So, explain this to me. What does this mean to you when you see that Chicana rap artist? Because I'm gonna tell you what I think about that, but I want you to go first. What does that mean?
When I see Chicana artists, I feel like people maybe expect me to be more like more the West Coast style, the whole like straight Chicana. I mean, of course, Chicana means Mexican, and some, maybe most Spanish people may frown upon that. I make more music in English, or that I'm not Chicana enough, or whatever. But I mean,
Mm.
everybody's got their own definition of what that means, and I mean, I'm a Texas native. I was born in Florida, and for a good minute, yes, I did have the whole West Coast image going on. But eventually, times change, and you kind of, um, evolve with time, and your style changes, and your taste in music and the type of music I've made has changed drastically since I was younger and started writing, because I did write a lot of kind of a gangster style West Coast, um, more violent type of music, and now I'm just trying to do something positive, not just for the people of today, but the youth also. I want parents to be able to let their kids listen to my music without shutting it off as soon as they hear my voice, and say, oh, she's a negative influence or anything. So I just want to try to keep everything positive, even though I know some of my stuff is a little rated R, X rated, but you know,
That's okay.
I do want to make music that's an example for people and stuff. So
Wow.
that's
So
pretty
you're
much what that
saying that
means.
you
That's how.
so you're saying that you do more, you rap more in English. So you rap in English and in Spanish, in both, but you do it
Yes,
more fluently in English. That's what you prefer to do.
right.
Okay. And is the goal, do you
Yep.
want to do it fluently in Spanish as well, or is that eventually the goal to
I would
like,
like to. Yeah,
okay.
I would like to. My Spanish is horrible, so I don't see it happening a full song in Spanish. You know, I do. You know, like now, like with the music I make, even in English, I'll throw a few words in Spanish or a few lines, but I know I'll never have a full song in Spanish. It won't. It's not gonna happen. But I would like
Yeah.
to try. You know, I would like to try. You know, I'd like to, like I said, you know, capture a more Spanish audience. So
And
I don't
what
know.
kind of
I just
Spanish? What's your background exactly? When you say you Spanish, you could be from multiple places. Where you from? Or what's your
right.
background? What's your
My background is I'm more Mexican and Aztec and Apache. So Mexican
okay?
American equals Chicana.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. So how long have you been pursuing your rap career? How long has it been? And who
Um,
influenced you? Like who's some of your
I've been
inspiration?
okay. I've been rapping since I was 11, and I actually started really pursuing it and taking it seriously about 2 years ago now. Like actually getting in the studio and you know, all that kind of stuff. I always thought getting in the studio was for famous people. I thought only famous people could get in the studio. I never knew that there was local studios and there was such thing as local artists. And you know, I guess I
Mm,
mean everybody has to start somewhere, obviously. So you're not just gonna jump into being in Hollywood and be a famous rap artist, you know. So I was really naive to the whole music scene. You know, I didn't. There was so much I didn't know, and there's still so much more that I'm learning now. Um, and I'm still learning and people still, you know, by I just, you know, observe others and watch how they do and be like, oh, okay, well that's all it took. I didn't think it was that easy, you know, and now that I know, you know, it is much easier, but for me I have to do things gradually, you know, because of my home life and trying to juggle a lot
mhm.
of things at once and it kind of sets me back a little bit, but I don't think I'll ever be able to leave it alone as much as I try.
Oh, that's what's up.
But
Wow.
some of my influences, I can say,
Yeah.
some of
Who?
my
Like who?
influences are I love Biggie Smalls, Lil Wayne. You know, everybody frowns on Eminem, but I love Eminem. Trina. You know, I mean, I've listened to so many Kid Frost. You know, as far as you know, Chicano rap artists of the West Coast, and of course Snoop Dogg and oh, there's so many people. There's just it's a lot. I mean, I can say that I've taken a little bit of something from each artist, you know, and kind of incorporated it all into one type of music, you know, and just I don't know. I can't really explain it. You know, it's kind of like when you're baking a cake and you're putting a bunch of different ingredients, and then you know you don't know how your cake's gonna turn out, but you know that everything you put in it was good. So it's kind of like that, you know, and I never know how the song's gonna turn out. I just know, hey, you know, well, I remember how they use like this style or this, you know, just something that I liked, you know, and I like specifically their words or anything like that. I write all my own music, but just a way of the way they put it together, I guess I can say composure. So um
Wow. You
yeah,
made me
there's
want
I
to hear
mean
something right now. I want to put you to the test and put you on the spot, girl. I'm ready to hear something because, like, no, I mean, I think I heard some of your freestyle on my timeline, like on your Facebook page. I know I clicked something, I heard something, I said, "Damn, she sound good for real." You know what I'm saying? So but I can't remember what that is exactly right now that I heard when I was playing it. But it would be nice. I would definitely. We're gonna want to hear you, man. We want to put you to the test. I'm hearing all this talking and all this formulation and stuff. Get into it, girl. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something now or when you're comfortable, just jump into it. But I definitely want to hear something from you live. And you know, I mean, I know that could be a little nerve wracking sometime. I mean, so what's your goals right now? I know you wanna you're pursuing the rap career, but you tied in with Faces of Rap Mother, and like, what is the ultimate goal?
My main goal is, I mean, I just want my music to be heard. It sounds crazy, you know. People think you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy, you know. I say I don't care about the money. I don't care about the fame. Of course, money always helps. You know, who doesn't want money because you want to live right? You want to live right. You want to know your bills are paid and you're up to par on everything, and you don't owe nothing. You know, everybody wants to live comfortable, but you know, of course, I mean, if that comes along, that's a blessing. But it's not what I'm aiming for. You know, I just want my music to be heard. I feel like I was here to deliver a message, and I'm not sure what the message is or if it should even be through rap. But that's just how it comes to me, you know. And so that's how I execute it, you know. And I don't know. One day, maybe, you know, I just hope that people can relate and um, get out of my music what I got out of other music when I was going through certain things in my life, you know, that they consoled me or helped me to think straight or say, hey, you know, don't feel like this, you know, this song is gonna inspire you to feel better about yourself or whatever the situation is, you know, and that's the kind of message that I wanna put in, you know, in my music and just kind of I guess to help someone out, you know, get through hard times or something. But that's I mean that's pretty much it. You know, I don't really have any kind of agenda out there like, oh, you know, I don't know. I know if I did ever make it though, I mean, I'd never forget about the people that helped me get up to where I'm at, you know, be it any little thing, you know, such as something like this, you know, an interview or a radio show or hey, I sent you this or whatever, you know. I mean, I never forget about the people that looked out for me. So I guess if I could ever make it, that would probably be the only reason why, because you know I'd like to give back, you know. So I think
Tell me who you
that's
listen
pretty
to
much
now.
it.
Like, what rap artists you listening to right now? Huh? What kind of rap artists you listening to right now in rotation? Who's in rotation right now? And who do you want to work with? Who do you see
Mm,
yourself collaborating
I would really like to work with Lil Wayne. That's like my big like all time idol, and I love Nicki Minaj.
with?
I
Okay.
don't even know who's out there, and I like Kodak Black, and I like the thing I don't like Trump for pardoning him to get out of prison. But I think those are like the three main artists. I don't even know who's in rotation right now. I don't even listen to the radio. I listen to a lot of the local rap artists from my area and all throughout Florida and the Carolinas and people that I do promotions for and stuff. So I just kind of like listening to them and kind of showing support and stuff to them as well. So I don't even really know who's on the radio right now, to be honest. So
What? Damn,
yeah.
man. I'm telling you, I'm ready to hear some. I'm ready. Like, man, can I, what's up with that? Can we get into some or
Yeah, yeah. Let's
let
see.
me hear
I'm
some,
trying to think
man?
of something. Okay. Um. Okay. There's a little something off my YouTube right now. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. But this one I have on my YouTube, and I wrote this actually. I wrote this, and let me tell you the little quick short story real quick. I wrote this when I was working in an adult store when I was 18, and it kind of, you know, I was working midnight shift. It was dead. It was Wednesday. There was nothing to do, so I'm starting to write something, and I'm listening to a song that already exists, you know, and I'm like, the beat kind of caught my attention, and I'm looking around. And of course, there's adult items around and stuff. So even though it didn't have so much nothing to do with the items around me, it's just the whole environment that inspired this little flow. So here it goes. It's called "Get the Money." So it's a little X-rated, but I'm gonna spit it
Put
because I
my
think it's
shades
one of my
on for
best.
this
And for
one.
being writing something like this at 18, I think it's pretty good. All right, so here goes.
There you go.
Yo, yo, yo. I got to get the cash, yo. I got to get the money. You wanna taste this pussy because it's dripping sticky like honey. If I fuck you hard enough, I'll leave you like a crash dummy. If you could see your face when you come, you be looking hella funny. Shooting units so whack, it'll make you wanna stop. But if you even think about it, I introduce you to my Glock. Pop, pop, fool, going straight to your dome. I thought you was a man when you was taking me home, but you a bitch. I start out with a little ass dick. The fucking blunt that I smoke are bigger than that shit. But that's just me. That's the way I get down. It's that sexy candy rain, mommy, straight up P-Town. I'm the neighborhood queen, if you know what I mean. I've been making niggas fiend for the taste of my cream. Making them bust in they pants, watch they dick, triple beam. Niggas coming way too fast, I recommend a cock ring. Hold your shit down, you got the trigger unlocked. Then release for full force and let the cock drip drop. Ooh, straight in my mouth. You watch my tongue slip as I lick all the pearls of the city. You tick straight up brown look out. You know my flows are sick. You want me, your girl wants me, and soon as you click, I'll take one. I'll take two, maybe even three. It's never too much for me. I love a high quantity. Someone, and watch me make 'em fall for the bomb and looking tightest pussy that they ever saw. Now that I let you know what my title is in this game, tell me if you know what bitch is better than the Texas Candy Rain. Ain't no other hyena that can compete or compare with this little brown. Got it, something's every about to stare. When I walk up in the scene, I catch all the attention. And the next day when people read, I'm the first one that's mentioned in the news, the newspapers, inquiries, and magazines. Shots of people getting so happy over me, it makes them scream.
Wow. Wow, girl. Wow, you really surprised me with that. All right. All right. Are you ready to go on the cipher now? Yeah, man. What's up with that? Do you do ciphers? You do ciphers and all of that?
I've never done one. I've been encouraged to, but I don't know. I write all my music, so it's kind of hard. I don't think I could write it. I don't think I could freestyle to save my life, but I can when I'm alone, I guess, because I'm nervous. I guess, and I really haven't done it around people. But that was written and actually wasn't even finished. It was an unfinished track. So, but it sounds like a freestyle, just because I have a it's pretty short but long enough, to spit out something. But
Wow. So I know offline we had a long conversation prior to coming on camera and stuff like that. And I know you mentioned to me that you was incarcerated for a little bit of time. And I'm just wondering, does that have any does that experience have anything to do or any play out into your music, or how does it relate?
yes, I believe that every experience we go through in life, it's kind of like I said about the music. You pull, people can go through bad things and say, oh, I went through this and that, but they never see the positive part. You got to take something positive out of every situation, whether it's bad or good. And, you got to try to see the positive side of things and see, hey, then this got me here and this got me here. It's kind of like when somebody breaks up with someone, they say, hey, oh, I'm never going to love again and blah, blah. But next, they meet somebody and it's like, hey, well, I'm glad I broke up with that person because if not, I would never met this person. So it's
Oh,
kind of something like that, and I believe that, being incarcerated, it did make me a stronger person, and a better mother, so I'm like more aware of what's around me and alert, of my surroundings and stuff, especially, for my kids. But being in there definitely taught me a lot of, people's lifestyles and ways of life, and it inspired a lot of, of some of the ways that I write, and now that I've actually been there, I can relate to the people that are there now, even though it's been almost 11 years since I've been in trouble. So I've definitely turned my life around and doing better things. And not only that, but I've shown to people, I hope they can see that, hey, it is possible for people to change and not stay stuck in that lifestyle, or that routine of going back, so that's another thing I want people to get out of my past. Some people are ashamed to talk about it, or want certain things private, but I feel like, the more that people know about you and they can relate, the more they feel like they, hey, I can listen to this person, whether they're talking about something as not like now, in an interview or through their music, and I'm gonna relate to it because they're talking some real shit, or they're talking something that I've been through, or she went through what I'm going through, and they don't ever feel alone. So I've definitely taken, a lot out of that experience, and played it into my music, even though people haven't heard it yet, because it's music I haven't released. It's there, and it will be coming. So as soon as I jump back on the music scene, it's gonna be a whole lot to hear. So I'm just waiting. It's gonna be like a big explosion.
Yeah. Wow. So you want anything? You want the viewers to know anything special about you, or like, what do you want to tell us, or focus on, or what you promoting right now?
Right now, I'm really just taking a break. I mean, I guess I can call it that, but at the same time, it's like I can't leave it alone. It haunts me. It finds me. It finds its way back into my head. A beat will come on, and I'm like, man, I said I wasn't gonna write nothing or write nothing new, but it just keeps happening. But
Yeah.
right now, I just been like promoting for other people. I love doing promotion as well, and um, I mean, I show a lot of love to people, and I get so much more love back. It seems than what I show. I feel, but I didn't really think people actually cared cared about me, or I was even relevant at all. But it
Nah.
feels good to
I think, I
feel
think that
good.
I think that you are relevant. That's why I was looking forward to interviewing you on my show. Because I think that you have an interesting background and a interesting talent, and the fact that you're a a Spanish female rap artist, I think that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not familiar with too many Spanish female rap artists. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to make the way. We already know the famous Spanish female rap artists already, but I don't know too many of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool to put a highlight and a spotlight on you, because you're doing your thing, and I heard, like I said, I heard a couple of your songs, and they sound good. They sound tight, and we connected through the Faces of Rap Mothers and everything like that. So I definitely thought it was interesting. But I mean, I know some of the stuff that we spoke about offline, but as far as we spoke a little bit about just like feeling like maybe sometimes you want to slow down when you're an independent artist with things, right? And
Hmm.
you were saying to me
Yeah.
that sometimes you feel like you have a lot on your plate to balance as a mother, rap artist, and overall you were just expressing that you feel like you want to just do a little time
Right.
out. But I was encouraging you, despite all of that, to just keep on, just still don't take too much of a break and continue on, because I mean, I see something special,
Yeah.
everybody sees something special, and to just try to motivate you, especially in this time during Corona season. Everybody's a little bit down from that. So but at the same time, I think this is a very progressive season too, that we all just making things expand, and a lot of independent entrepreneurs. This is our time right now, to just
Yeah.
do what you got to do and just try to make things happen.
Yeah. And I
But I
think that's
hope
what I
you
was trying
don't
to say.
stop.
Like, as
I
much
hope
as
you
I
don't take much of a break. I hope this motivates.
no,
I hope this
and
interview
it's
keeps
hard,
you like.
yeah, and it is motivating, because like I said, even though I try to leave it alone, it finds its way back. Like, you popped up for the interview, and I got a couple of other opportunities just yesterday and today as well, and last night, and I was like, oh my God, it's never, it's I'm grateful for it, but I can't, I know too many people, they look up to me, and I even had a
Mhm.
girl say, hey, she messaged me out of nowhere. I don't know who this girl is. She says, my homeboy wants to rap. He makes music. He just don't know how to get started. I'm wondering if you could show us the way. And I was like, how did you find me? Like, how do you know who I am? Because I don't. Your face just popped up on Facebook, and I clicked on you, and you just happen to be an artist. And so it's kind of like, it's kind of like things are meant to be, and I just feel like I'm here to help people, and I don't really know what it is that's in the music industry, but but it's
Girl, you could
it
be an
definitely won't let me go.
inspiration to a lot of. You could
So
be an
it's
inspiration to
been
a
kind
whole lot
of
of younger, Hispanic female rap artists as well. Seeing you doing this interview right now, you know what I'm saying? You never know. And other, females in general.
right,
That's another rap artist or whatsoever. So
right. Yeah, so
yeah,
I mean, I do hope to be an inspiration to people, and I hope that they choose, and I'm not gonna say follow in my steps because it took a lot of steps to get here. But they do choose a good path, and if music is what they want to do, then I encourage them to keep on going and not stop. Growing up doing music, and I didn't have too many people believing in me, and my mom, she listened to my music, she liked it, she thought, wow, she knew I got my poetry from her, and that's how I started writing music. But my dad was like, oh, that's not a career. Why don't you be a lawyer? And I'm like, it's just he was totally opposed to what my mom did, and he never supported my music and still doesn't to this day. So he just says, okay, he doesn't
Lord,
think that anything is a big deal. But to me, I mean, I don't really care for his opinions, so it doesn't matter. But he just, if he would have believed in me, I think I'd be a lot more further now than I am. But it just like, I don't care, because everything that I had to do to prove myself is just proven to him as well that, that this is a career, and it is something that, I'm gonna make myself out of out of something one day with it, no matter how much he opposed to it. But he's, it's definitely something that you can do what you love, and if you happen to be so good that money's coming out of it, then that's a blessing, like I said. But I mean, it's fun, you work whether you're doing it alone or you're meeting new people, you're visiting different places and trying new things, and it's music is something else. It's definitely one of the best things in the world besides kids.
yes, yes.
Is like, wow, there's like so many people out there, it's like you don't ever know where your shows are going to end up at, or anything that you do, as far as what you got going on. So but it's definitely a pleasure, to be interviewed by you and stuff, and it's it's a great experience. Yes.
All right.
Kids attention.
Well, definitely. I want you to give me some drops. I want you to say, keep watching KShoy Entertainment, and I don't know, say some hot shit.
Okay. All right. Well, quiero agradecer a KShoy Entertainment por teniéndome en este show. Y yo, how do I say this? Yo les animo que siguen mirando este show. Es una buena película y ella hace buen trabajo. Y si usted hace música también, yo les doy mucho apoyo, que siguen haciendo lo que están haciendo para que, sean algo grande. So I just said that, if you're watching the show, I motivate you to keep on watching it. And if you are an artist or you're making music or anything where you're beginning or trying to start a career, that you keep on going and don't let nothing stop you, and just keep trying to be the best that you can be. So
That's what's up. Yes, big happy for that. Thank you. Let them know your contact info, your at me's, all of that.
Okay. You can find me on Facebook under Raina Porix, RAINAPORIX. On Snapchat, you can find me under PR1CEL3SS and on my Instagram, PR1CEL3SS. Also, you can find me under those same two titles, PR1CEL3SS, under SoundCloud and YouTube. So that's where you can find my music at. And anything that you would like to, any platform you want to get on to interact with me, I interact back. You follow me, I follow back. You message me, I answer. I'm not one of those cocky local artists that thinks I'm too good to speak with you. So go ahead and get at me, and if you need any kind of help or direction, I can help you with that too, the best I can.
Yes, girl. It was definitely nice chatting with you.
Hey, I'm Priceless. I'm the first lady of Team Fault Line Records, and I'm also Dogtown affiliated. I'd like to give a shout out to Candy Struthers for making me the faces of rap mothers of Florida.
For almost 10 years, KShoy Entertainment has worked with
right,
and
thank you for having me on.
many
I appreciate
of NYC's hottest name talents in the reggae and hip-hop industry. KShoy Entertainment has and continues to provide numerous opportunities and platforms for artists to become recognized professionally in the entertainment industry to date. Artists, talents, advertisement, sponsors. If you like to be featured on an interview or have music, a product, an event to advertise on our show, you can email us at kshoyamusic@gmail.com.